Hi guys, this is Crystal from Budget by the Bag. How are you today? This video is a budget with me. I've never done one before, but I've decided to do it for two reasons. One, I want to get acclimated to the process. And two, there's been a recent change at my company. I'm going to elaborate on number two. I currently get paid twice a month, on the 15th and the last day of the month. However, my company has decided to change that pay frequency to once a month. My plan is to under budget myself for the next 3 paychecks, June 30th, July 15th, and July 31st. From July 31st to August 25th, I will not receive a check. However, I'm going to under budget those last 3 checks so that I have leftover money to create a phantom check. And that's going to be around August 13th. That's the date that I've decided to pay myself with the leftover money. So let me show you my paperwork. I have 3 checks left. And I'm budgeting around $550 per check for savings, cash envelopes, and sinking funds. But as I'm going through the budget, I am going to cut drastically on the sinking funds so that I have leftover money to create a phantom check. So let's go through the process and I will explain hopefully a little bit better as I'm doing the numbers. My main focus will still be savings and cash envelopes, but the categories for sinking funds will take a hit for the next 3 checks. So we are going to start off with the $500 savings challenge. I will continue to do that. And it's going to get 5 here, 10, and 1. I based that off the schedule that's in my binder. Next is savings challenge. And that's my 2K savings challenge. And I'm going to continue to fund that so that I can hit the goal in December. And that's getting 106 per check. Next is the 100 envelope challenge, and I just recently started that, so it's not going to be that much to fund. So I have 3, 4, and 5. Next is the laptop savings, and that's going to go with 25, 33, and 12. That's also based on a schedule. And you haven't seen me do this yet, but I am doing a $20 savings challenge. I saw this on Katie's Budgets and I really like that idea. Unfortunately, it's happening during this time, but that's okay. I'm still going to do it. So those are going to get 20 each. So savings is 159, 173, and 144. Okay. Now we're here to the cash envelopes. My cushion is going to get $10 per check. The miscellaneous category is getting 14. And my spending is getting 75. Now, could I cut spending? Yes. Do I want to? No. Tips is getting 5. You have to also remember that I have a reserve envelope for each of these 4 categories, so it's not really going to affect me much in this area. I just wanted to point that out. Okay, so that's 104 for each box. Alright, so I'm going to next is short-term funds, and most of them are only going to get $5. I have one that's getting 2. So let me put the $2 one in first, and the rest are 5. So when I do my cash stuffings, I may not count the sinking funds because they're only going to go up by $5. So my next cash stuffings will probably be a little bit uneventful. So that's 47 for short-term funds. Okay, let me scoot this up. Next is long-term funds, and let's do the $2 categories, and that's going to be casino and family time. The rest are getting 5. Long-term funds total is 39. All right. Next is other, and that's going to also be 2, 5, and 5, 2. 2, 5, 5, 2. 2, 5, 5, 2. 14 for each. All right, I'm going to scoop this back up. So if I had a budget of $550, and that's my budget for each of these checks, what I'm stuffing for this paycheck here is $363, and that's $187 left over. Okay. Next is July 15th, and that's $377. And I will have a leftover balance of $173. Next is July 31st, and that's $348. And that's $202. So when you add these up, it should be $562. So now I have $562 that I'm going to stuff in my phantom check on August 13th, and that's what I'm going to use to budget, and there should be no leftovers here. So my phantom check will be done based off leftovers here. My regular check will come on August 25th. I'm only going to take half that money out so that I can stuff for that paycheck. Then I'll create another phantom check approximately 2 weeks later for the remaining. So this is all subject to change, but I wanted to draw out a plan. So I will do these later. I just wanted to give you an overview of what's happening in my life. I will be heading to the bank to get the money for June 30th. And I will create an envelope that'll say leftover, and we'll store that money in that envelope. I hope you enjoy this budget with me. It was my first time doing it, and I appreciate you supporting my channel. I know you don't really hear Jacob in the background. He's actually away for a few hours, so I wanted to quickly do this video. But I'm sure if he was here, he'd say,
"Hello guys, it's me, Jacob."